I feel like that's a little bit incesty. Oh, that's so gross. Okay, that is actually really bad. Anyway, so she comes up to me, literally just kisses me straight on the face, and I was just like, okay. My hair's a state, but that is absolutely nothing new. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome to another video. Wow, that was a cough. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're having a good week. Today I am here with a video that I've seen floating around YouTube. Some of you might have seen, one of my friends actually has a series of videos that are very similar, if not just the same as this, and I really love those. Part of this inspiration came from her because her videos are great. So if you haven't seen her do this video, check that out. But I thought I'd take my own spin on it. Attempt my own spin on it. Basically, I asked you guys over on Instagram to anonymously send me your worst or weirdest confessions, and I will react to them anonymously in a video. Not me anonymously, obviously it's me reacting to them, but I will react to them. You know what I mean. Also, this scrunchie is really stressing me out because it makes this look really high up. But never mind, we're going for like a brat stall vibe today. If you guys actually don't know, whilst you are watching this, I've said this in every single video recently and I do apologise, but I'm currently out travelling Australia. If you're not following my journey, it would mean the world if you could follow me over on Instagram, because I'm getting some really cool content while I'm out there, or I hope I am, and it would be cool if you could follow me over there. So this is my gram, check that out. I'll be a lot more active and like up to date on there. Without further ado, let's just get straight into this, because some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, bit weird. Like, it scares me a little bit. Sometimes I think, oh, they're probably making this up, and then other times I'm like, genuinely, if this is true, like, this is bit worrying. Should I be scared? I don't know. So I screenshot my favourite. There were quite a few around the same theme. A lot of people weeing themselves, a lot of people sleeping with people they shouldn't be sleeping with, and yeah, a lot of common reoccurrences. So we're just going to start with the first one. I'm in love with my best friend. She's a girl, but I'd never tell her or anybody. These kind of ones make me sad. Tell her. Literally the only advice, the only reaction I can have to that is tell her, unless you think it would ruin a friendship, because then sister, I have been there. It can ruin a friendship, but if it's genuinely affecting your day-to-day life, then you've just got to come out and say it. You've just got to be like, look, we need to have a chat about something, there's something I need to tell you and I don't want it to affect our friendship. Otherwise you're going to be living with that and it sucks. Next one. Me and 3 of my friends have all got with each other's brothers. I feel like that's a little bit incesty. I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe if you're just all really good friends, then that's absolutely fine. Personally, I really can't imagine me ever being in this situation. Also, none of my friends have brothers, so that just kind of suck. Like, I don't really have any friends with brothers apart from Liv. Do any of my other friends have brothers? Not really. Not in my friendship group from school, at least. Anyway, there was never really anybody with an older brother, so that never happened to me, so I can't comment. But you know, you do you. It's absolutely fine. If that's what you're into, if you're all into it together, then just you do you and don't get with your own brother, okay? What am I actually saying? What am I saying? What am I doing? I needed a wee in the middle of the night once, but couldn't be bothered getting up, so I went in an empty lunchbox from school. Oh, that's so gross. Okay, I mean, needs must, and that. Is the toilet really that far away from your bed? Couldn't you just go and then go back to bed? I don't know, I just hope that you dealt with it in the morning and got rid of it and didn't keep an empty pack-up box. Pack-up, is that a Yorkshire thing? Packed lunch? Lunch box? Is pack-up a nationwide thing, or is that a Yorkshire thing? Somebody tell me in the comments. Yeah, I hope you emptied it. Preferably into a toilet. Bit bizarre, but it's fine. That's not the worst one I've heard. I feel like people in the olden days used to wee in little pots under the bed, didn't they? So it's basically the same thing. Next one. I was moving my mum's sofa and once ripped her flooring. If she ever sees it, I'll just blame the cat. That is so funny and also really bad. Like, flooring is expensive, but well done for hiding it. Like, actually, this brings me on to one of my own confessions. One time, I've told this story before, I think, maybe not on YouTube. One time I was at a house party in one of my friend's houses, and he actually doesn't live there anymore, and I definitely don't think he'll be watching this, but he does know, so I'm not spilling the tea and he doesn't know. Anyway, I was at this house party and I don't even really know how it happened. I backed into the wall. I was like talking to somebody and I don't know why, I like reversed at speed and I hit the radiator and I knocked the radiator off the wall, like clean off the wall. How does a radiator come off the wall? A good question. You're probably thinking, I don't really know how you could manage that. Me neither. But the radiator fell off, right? So I was like, oh dear. I oh no. I tried to cover it up really quickly. I basically like hooked it back. Like it wasn't a radiator, like a white radiator, it was like a bathroom radiator, like, you know, the ones that are long. Anyway, it completely fell off the wall, so I just kind of like hooked it back onto the wall, left the bathroom very quickly, went downstairs, pretended it just never happened. The next day there was a message in the group chat like, who knocked the radiator off the wall? And I was like, too much time has passed now for me to say that that was me and that it was an accident, and luckily nobody else had really noticed, so I was just like, I don't think anybody needs to know that was me. And then I felt awful. I felt so bad that I hadn't owned up to it, so eventually I did tell him and I was like, I'm really sorry about that, do you need it mending? But yeah, it reminds me of that. You've done a me, you've broke the floor, and now it's too late to say anything about it. So yeah, do blame the cat. I think that's probably the best thing. I do think about that all the time. I think if somebody snapped the radiator off the wall in my house, my parents would be really annoyed. So yeah, I always pretend to be asleep so my boyfriend will stroke my hair. I don't think that's a bad confession at all. I think that's a nice confession, although I actually hate my hair being stroked. Fun fact about me, I would much rather have like my head massage, my neck massage, my shoulder massage, but I don't want you to touch my hair. Like, I've always been like that, even in primary school. Do you know when people used to like sit in front of you and they'd be like, will you do my hair, will you play with my hair? I would be like, please do not touch my hair, I will just get really annoyed. I think it stems from the fact that my hair's really luggy. Like, you can't really run your hands through my hair, it just kind of like, they get stuck in my hair. So I don't really like people touching it, so yeah, I don't actually do that, but I do agree, I like the concept. Very smart. And your boyfriend's a keeper if he's doing it. This one was a whole saga. This is like a series, right? Ready? Me and my best friend once made a hate list in year 8 and wrote down everybody we didn't like and the reasons why, and then we sent it to our class group chat and got excluded for 3 days. That is actually really bad. That is really mean. Like, imagine getting that sent to your phone in a group chat, reasons why those girls hate you. Like, I'm not going to side with you on this, I don't think. I think that is nasty. Although, having said that, I do remember being in primary school and me and my friends at sleepovers would make a list of our friends in order. Did anybody else do this? This was really weird, and I hate that this kind of stuff is like deep rooted into your like childhood, where you're like, this is my number 1 best friend, this is my number 2 best friend, because like if you're nobody's number 1 best friend, you're gonna feel rubbish about that. Anyway, I do remember making lists, so there would have been people at the bottom, but I don't think I ever actively made a hate list. Maybe I did actually, probably, it wouldn't surprise me. 11-year-old me was a little bit weird and probably quite bitter because there were a lot of girls that I didn't really like when I was about 11 or 12. Is that how old this girl was? What year did she say? Year 8? How old are you in year 8? 13? Okay, so that's a bit older. Okay, the next one is my friend. He said, my weirdest confession is going on a night out with you in a gay bar and you pulling. This is so weird, right? I need to tell a story because I thought, you know what, I could just not put that in, and then I thought, no, this is a funny story. I went on a night out in Liverpool probably about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, when this went up, for Halloween with my friend, and we went in a gay bar. I'd never been in a gay bar before because why would I have? Like, I just never have. So we go in and I'm like, oh, this is sick, the music's better, everybody's having a good time, like, I was in my element, you know. Anyway, so my friend goes off by himself, blah blah blah, whatever, you do you, I'm all that, you're like, just do what you want on a night out, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so then I was standing by myself. This girl thinks that I'm trying to hit on her, but I'm not. I'm just standing there literally on my own looking a bit awkward, so I was like smiling at her because I was by myself, so I was just like, yeah, and then I was like, ah, she thinks I'm trying to flirt with her, but I wasn't. Anyway, so she comes up to me, literally just kisses me straight on the face, and I was just like, okay. I was like, ah, sorry, I'm not really like into that. So I was just like stood there, but you know, in a club you can't hear, you can't talk, so she doesn't know what I'm saying, and I didn't want to get close to her to like whisper it in her ear. So then she was like, where are you from? And I was like, oh, okay, we'll just carry the conversation on like that never happened, because at least you're talking to me and I'm not by myself, you know. And then she's like putting her arm around me, and I was like, oh my god, I was looking for my friend across the room. I was like, where have you gone? Come back, you can put him down and come back. So I was just looking at him like, save me right now. And this girl, bless her, I'm sure she is so lovely, she was very drunk. I wasn't that drunk, like I was not drunk enough to be there involved in that. I was thinking, you've got to be pretty ballsy to go up to somebody and just kiss them straight on the face. Like, well, I don't know where else you would kiss them, to be fair, but like, just like out of nowhere. I was like, okay. That is a strange confession. I feel like I'm being roasted more than the people in this, but yeah, that was my friend saying that's his weirdest experience. Fair play. It was a weird night for me as well, I won't lie to you. I've had the biggest crush on my history teacher for the last 4 years. That's a long time to have a crush on a teacher, but fair play. I don't think I ever had a crush on my history teacher. I never had a male history teacher actually. I hope that goes well for you. Probably don't act on it because that never really goes down too well. Oh, this saga continues. I thought that was the end of it. So, biggest crush on my history teacher for the last 4 years. All of my other teachers know, so I'm guessing he does. Apparently he's scared I'm going to show up at his wedding. Okay, that escalated. How much do you fancy him and how badly do you stalk him? Because if he's worried you're coming to his wedding, that's probably some next level. Probably rein it in a bit. Don't go to his wedding. That would be weird. Moving on. The first time I ever got drunk, I threw up in my dad's shoes and he still doesn't know. How do you hide that? How have you, like, how did you wash the shoes out? And even if you did they not still smell? Because sick absolutely stinks and you can't really get the smell out of fabric. Like, it just doesn't go. Imagine not knowing somebody had been sick in your shoes and then putting them on. Thanks for that though. Next one. I once got so drunk I ordered a chocolate fountain and woke up the next day with no memory of it. That's so weird. What a niche thing to go online and order after you've had a drink. I feel like it definitely could be worse. But I'm not really too sure how much use you'll get out of a chocolate fountain. You know when you've had a drink and your mind's just not really engaged and you're just not there and you're like, I want a chocolate fountain. It's actually never happened to me, but clearly it's happened to you, so I hope you enjoy it. A lot of people saying this and I'm like, oh, maybe that's a normal thing to do. I personally think this is a bit strange. I've tasted my own wee before. One time I licked my own wee. One time I weed on the floor and licked it. That's 3 separate people in my DMs there. 3 separate individuals saying that they drank their wee. I mean, I don't really think there's anything too wrong with that from a health perspective, but also from a normal perspective, why would you do that? I just don't see the appeal. Like I'm trying to think of a reason why you would do that and I just can't think of one, so yeah, you need to talk to somebody about that habit then. Yeah. I once kissed my best friend's older brother and she still doesn't know. I feel like when you're younger, that's a bit of a thing though, isn't it? Like I said, I never had any friends with older brothers, but I can imagine that if you're always around at your friend's house and their brother's like a couple of years above you in school and it's like a, oh, kind of thing. Like, I went round to his house because I'm friends with his sister. But then from his point of view, I don't really know why he would want to do that, but I guess it depends how old you are. If you're like 20 and he's like a couple of years above, that's fine. Also, notice how I'm like, I am 20 and I still refer to people as a school year above me or 2 years above me, and I'm like, at what point does that end? Will I be 40 and referring to somebody as like, oh, you're in the year above me at school? When does that stop? Anyway, I don't think that's too bad. Like, obviously your best friend would find it a bit strange. Your friend would probably forgive you. It's better than kissing your best friend's boyfriend. Next one. I once accidentally ate a slug. How do these people get in these situations? Like, how do you accidentally put a slug in your mouth? I'm just baffled. Are you one of those people that's always in the garden, like playing in the soil? Like, I just don't really know what situation you would be in where that would happen, but again, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I was dating a boy for almost a year, but then slept with his best friend. Again, this was a common theme. People, don't go for the best friend. It's not that hard. It's just not. There's so many other people, so many other boys. You don't need to go for either your current boyfriend or your ex-boyfriend's best friend. You can pick somebody else. That's just going to cause a whole heap of arguments and issues, because imagine if you actually get with that guy, you're still going to see the original guy all the time. If they're best friends, either that or you're going to come between them and then they're not going to be friends anymore, and nobody really wants to fall out over a boy or a girl. Like it's just not worth it. I skipped school to see Taylor Swift. That is a mood and I don't feel like that is wrong at all. That is a far better educational and life experience moment than education in school will ever teach you, so yeah. I once sent samples of artificial grass to my ex-boyfriend. This is possibly up there with the weirdest that I've just read, and I think we're going to end on it because, again, in what situation does that like cross your mind? Why are you doing that? I'm just baffled. Imagine getting that through the post, opening it up and it being just like grass in an envelope. You would be like, what? Like, I don't get it. But you do you, and I hope it made you feel better. If it was some kind of revenge thing, then like, yeah, fair enough. If it means something to you, then I hope he got the message and didn't just think somebody was posting grass through his door. I am gonna end this weird, quick, snappy fire video here because I had quite a lot more messages, but they were all around the same themes of weeing yourself, drinking your wee, kissing the wrong boy, that kind of vibe. So I hope you guys are all doing fine. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about quite a lot of you now after those Instagram send-ins, but it's okay. We've all got weird stories. You've just learnt 2 of mine. One time a random girl kissed me in a gay club, and one time I snapped the radiator off somebody's wall in a house party. So yeah, you know me a little bit better now, and I feel like I really know you a lot better too. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a huge thumbs up, and as I mentioned, don't forget to head over to my Instagram and you can follow me over there whilst I'm out in Australia. Also, my phone cases with Coconut Lane are still for sale. They're on the website permanently and you can order them whenever, and their shipping time is like around a week. So yeah, I will link the cases down below because I'm obsessed with them still, and I just wanted to remind you in case you didn't get one before Christmas and you want to get one now. So I am gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Give the video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new down below, and I shall be back very, very soon with another video. Bye!